Tensions are rising in the Middle East. In a deliberate show of force, the Pentagon has ordered a second aircraft carrier to the region. The USS Gerald R. Ford, one of the world's most advanced warships, is now steaming toward waters already patrolled by the USS Abraham Lincoln. This strategic maneuver places two of America's most powerful military assets within striking distance of Iran. This move is not a surprise, but it is a significant development. It dramatically increases American firepower and sends an unmistakable message to Tehran and its allies. The world is watching this move very closely. The deployment comes at a critical time. Today is February 13, 2026. Tensions between the United States and Iran have been escalating for months. Talks over Iran's nuclear program have stalled, and recent events have only deepened the mistrust. The U.S. administration, led by President Trump, says its goal is to pressure Iran back to the negotiating table. Is this a calculated act of deterrence, designed to prevent conflict by showcasing strength? Or is it a dangerous step up the ladder of escalation that could lead to an unintended war? The strategic geography of the region cannot be overstated. The USS Abraham Lincoln is currently operating in the Arabian Sea, a critical body of water that connects to the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow strait is a vital choke point for global oil supplies, with millions of barrels passing through it every day. The arrival of the USS Gerald R. Ford will effectively bracket Iran with formidable naval power. This positioning provides the United States with expanded options, from enhanced surveillance to the potential for a sustained air campaign if ordered by the president. This is not just about ships. It is about sending a signal. For decades, a single U.S. carrier has reassured allies and deterred adversaries. A second carrier is a rarer, more potent statement. It demonstrates capacity to project overwhelming power and sustain high-tempo operations for an extended period. Beat. The USS Gerald R. Ford is more than just a ship. It is a symbol of American technological and military prowess. As the lead vessel of a new class of supercarriers, it represents a significant leap in naval capabilities. Its massive flight deck can accommodate over 75 aircraft, including the latest F-35C Lightning II stealth fighters. Advanced systems like the electromagnetic aircraft launch system enable higher sortie rates than older carriers, meaning it can launch more planes more quickly. It can perform up to 160 sorties per day, a substantial increase over the 120 possible on Nimitz-class carriers like the USS Abraham Lincoln. The USS Abraham Lincoln, though older, remains a formidable warship. It has been a workhorse of the U.S. Navy for decades. Together, these carrier strike groups create a powerful naval armada, fielding more than 150 combat and support aircraft. They provide layered defense and deep offensive potential. This move also has a human cost. The crew of the USS Gerald R. Ford began deployment in late June 2025, approaching their 8th month at sea. An extension would push them far beyond the typical 6-month rotation. It places real strain on sailors and families. Planners weigh the stress of extended high-tension operations. The aircraft aboard are the tip of the spear. F/A-18 Super Hornets, F-35C fighters, and EA-18G Growler electronic warfare jets. The F-35s are key for penetrating advanced air defenses. Beyond the carriers, land-based assets are in play. Recently, F-35A fighters from the Vermont Air National Guard moved to Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan, adding another layer of air power and flexibility for U.S. commanders. With 2 full air wings and regional bases, commanders can sustain around-the-clock operations and maintain a robust defensive posture. A carrier strike group is far more than the carrier itself. Each travels at the heart of a flotilla for protection and support. Guided missile cruisers like the Ticonderoga class serve as air defense command centers with Aegis systems. Multiple Arleigh Burke destroyers counter air, surface, and subsurface threats. A nuclear attack submarine often trails silently, hunting subs. The logistical tail to sustain 2 groups is immense. It is a complex, round-the-clock operation. Combat logistics ships ferry fuel, ammunition, spare parts, and food, transferring thousands of tons via cables and helicopters. Without constant resupply, endurance is days, not months. Air-to-air refueling is critical. KC-135s extend range and patrol time. Combat air patrols stay on station longer to protect the fleet. Tankers enable deep strike reach and safe recovery. A vast command and control network links strategic headquarters to regional commands and shipboard centers. Satellites, P-8 Poseidons, and drones provide real-time intelligence. Commanders see the battle space, understand threats, and act in time, ensuring immense power is applied with precision if needed. Facing overwhelming conventional power, Iran uses an asymmetric strategy. The IRGC Navy fields masses of fast attack craft with guns, rockets, and anti-ship missiles, built to swarm. Iran invests in drones from short-range surveillance to long-range strike models. An IRGC drone carrier near Bandar Abbas augments land-based launchers, enabling waves to harass, track, or attack naval forces. Recent live-fire drills in the Strait of Hormuz send a clear signal. Ballistic and cruise missiles hold regional bases and allied territory at risk. Mobile launchers complicate preemption. Tehran leverages proxy groups with funding, training, and weapons to impose costs while preserving deniability. A second carrier recalibrates the military balance across the Middle East. For U.S. commanders, it means redundancy and capacity. Around-the-clock operations, stronger defense, and a wider array of targets held at risk. Allies read it as a signal of American commitment. Israeli leadership urges tougher lines on nuclear and missile programs and militant support. Yet many Gulf states fear being caught in the crossfire. They warn any attack could spiral into a wider regional war. Inside Iran, economic hardship and dissent simmer. Crises can rally or further destabilize the regime. History shows the Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz are enduring flashpoints. The U.S. Navy has intervened before to protect shipping. Close calls remind how fast incidents can escalate. Nuclear tensions persist, with transparency concerns compounding risk. Washington mixes diplomacy with deadlines and deterrence to gain leverage, at the risk of hardening positions. Best case, deterrence holds, and Tehran returns to talks. A likely short-term path is continued gray zone conflict, harassment of shipping, proxy drone or missile strikes, or cyber attacks. The most dangerous outcome is escalation to open conflict. Miscalculation or malfunction could spiral before leaders can intervene. A skirmish in the strait could rapidly widen. If American lives are lost, pressure to retaliate would be immense. Even a limited fight could engulf the region and shock the global economy. The Ford joining the Lincoln brings long simmering tensions to a boil. Powerful resolve, higher stakes. The line between deterrence and a prelude to war is thin. Choices in Washington and Tehran will decide which side of that line we land on. Is this move a necessary act of deterrence, or is it a reckless step toward escalation? Do you think this is deterrence or escalation? Comment below. Like, follow, and subscribe to Lawful Lens Journal for more news and analysis.